This week, a new grammar module opens up, and I wanted to give you a quick overview of that. So I'm going to open that folder up, going to Learning Modules, Grammar Modules, and then opening up the new Sentence Structure module. So you'll see it's very similar to the previous grammar modules that you've already been working on. There's an overview. The topics that we'll cover are simple, compound and complex sentences, dependent clauses, and then sentence structure errors. You'll review a lecture and some materials about sentence structure, adjective clause lecture and practice, noun clause lecture and practice, and then sentence structure errors and additional sentence structure practice. There are 5 Connect Writing assignments that are due on October 25th, but just keep in mind there's a lot more that are due this time than some previous weeks, so make sure you give yourself enough time to work on them, and then an editing quiz. I'm going to open up module activities. Start with the sentence structure instruction folder. Watch the video lecture about basic sentence structure that includes information about simple sentences, compound sentences, and complex sentences. Make sure that you review the connecting words chart. It's going to be a useful reference for you as you work on this unit. And then there are several activities that you can work on with answer keys. Now, sentence structure doesn't have as clear-cut answers as some of the previous grammar topics that we've been working on. So the answer keys here are mostly just example answers, but that doesn't mean that those are the only answers possible. In fact, there may be a lot of answers that might be possible. So if you have a question about whether or not a sentence you've created works, you can post to the discussion board, and I can try to help you out with that. Okay, so going back to module activities, dependent clauses here, you're going to watch 2 videos. First, you're going to watch a video lecture about adjective clauses. I would probably recommend watching these videos a couple of times and taking notes. Watch it as many times as you need to understand the topic. So 1 for adjective clauses, 1 for noun clauses, and then a fun little activity, I think, hopefully, to do with the season, Halloween sentence combining, and then there's an answer key there for that. Okay, going back, the last folder here is sentence structure errors and additional practice. So now that you've done the previous 2 modules, hopefully you have a good understanding of sentence structure in English, so you can learn about some common errors that students make in their writing, run-ons, comma splices, and fragments. You watch this video to learn a little bit about that and how you can apply what you've learned to avoid these types of errors. And then there's a lot more additional practice. Practice with relative clauses, dependent clauses, some practice with punctuation, and then finally a practice editing quiz. So make sure that you do the practice editing quiz and check the answer key before you take the real quiz. This quiz will really help you to understand what the editing quiz 3 will be like. And make sure you read directions carefully, both for the practice quiz as well as for the real quiz. So going back to the main folder here, assignments. So I've got links to the Connect Writing assignments there, and then a link to editing quiz 3 as well. So all of those are due on October 25th. If you have any questions, make sure that you post to the discussion board. Otherwise, good luck working on this module.